Hey Sarah, how have you been? It's great to see you again. Hope all is well.
Hi, it's been great. Thank you. How are you?
Awesome, glad to hear. Yeah, doing well. I appreciate you taking the time for this call. I'm sure you've got a lot going on with the Airbnbs, so I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time if that's okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Awesome. So just wanted to ask you a few questions about the overall program. Let's start just generally, how's your experience been with the Hungry Wolf Blueprint now that it's done?
Yeah, I was really, really impressed with the results. I've never gotten access to so much capital so fast.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. And you're using that to I'm guessing you're getting more units, or what's the plan there for your Airbnb business?
Yeah, I'm using the funding for more Airbnbs for sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you would you happen to be at one of them right now? Or
I am.
you
I'm
are?
actually yes, I am in New York, in
Oh, very
Manhattan.
cool. Oh, New
Yeah,
York. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember you were on the East Coast. Nice. Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably a really good Airbnb market. And one thing I remember when we were on our first calls, right, was when you told me how you even started, doing this Airbnb as a little bit of a side hustle when you were still in college. And I really loved that, that entrepreneurial spirit, right?
Yes. Yes, it was when I was in college, I didn't really have, that much money and I just started, hosting Airbnbs and I it started to grow really fast.
Awesome, awesome. I'm very glad to hear that. And well, not a lot of people do that when they're in college. So you got a leg up on a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get your particular results. If you can share with me a little bit more. I was kind of going through our past records, but wasn't sure what it looked like for you. How much did you end up getting, Sarah?
75K.
Nice. Okay, great, great.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was, I think that was just in one round of funding, right? That we got
Yeah.
75K.
Yeah.
Aw-
At
aw-
about 0% interest in like 6 weeks.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
Mhm.
Yeah, and when you think about the program itself, big picture, what was something that was a challenge for you? Like, what was the hardest part? And the reason we ask this, and please be direct with me, is because this is how we can know how to improve and how to get better.
Mhm. So for me, the hardest part was building relationships with so many banks.
Hmm.
Um, I'd never thought about the benefits of doing that.
That's a really interesting answer, actually, because now that I look at most of our clients, most come in with relationships with just one or two banks, and they don't know the benefit of having, multiple banks ready to go if you do need funding. So thanks for sharing
Yeah.
that point. Nobody's ever said that
Yeah.
that was the hardest part, but that's a really interesting perspective. I'll definitely keep
Yeah.
that in mind. Yeah. Um, and another thing worth mentioning is that, you worked with our relationship managers, right? You remember that, like when you were getting some
Yeah.
case cards. Yes,
Yeah.
that's another plus with what we do and the way that we did things is the relationship managers that we work with are able to get limits, 3 to 4x what would be like a normal card if someone just tried to apply. You might end up with a card with like a 5,000 or $10,000 limit. Our relationship managers can get cards between 30 and 50K. So
Yeah.
that's and thank you for for working well with them and keeping in close contact with us as you did that. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
awesome.
definitely.
Any upcoming fun plans in New York? Are you doing any travel? Anything fun coming up for the summertime?
Yeah, I plan on going to Coney Island. I love the beach, so I'm definitely going to take a trip out to the beach and, hang out.
Very cool. Very cool. Glad to
Yeah,
hear. I haven't been up that way in a while, actually. I'd like to go back sometime to NYC.
yeah,
Um,
it's great.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for telling me about what's going on with you, Sarah. One last question. This could benefit somebody in the future that may be thinking about joining the program and is not sure. If someone
Mhm.
was an entrepreneur, right? If they maybe have never started a business, but they're ambitious like you are with your Airbnbs, is this something that you would recommend for them? You know, if they're trying to get high amounts of funding?
Definitely possible, yes. It's definitely possible if you're new to get 75K.
Mhm.
Um, for me, it only took about 6 weeks, and my credit score wasn't really that great,
Yep.
but we improved my credit profile fast,
Mhm.
with cleaning up, inquiries,
Mhm.
and building relationships, which is really important.
Yep.
I would absolutely recommend, this program to others for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, and thanks for reminding me that. I actually forgot that we went through some credit repair with you from when you first joined. And yeah, and that's exactly why it took 6 weeks. You know, sometimes we're able to do it in 2 to 4 weeks if credit profile is looking solid. And I hope you learned also now how to, be able to remove those inquiries with yourself after going through the course and walking you through it with our team. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Of
Awesome. So,
course.
Sarah, do you think if you were going to go for your next round of funding, maybe you want to do more Airbnbs, are you confident enough now to where you could do this yourself and get yourself funded from what you've learned?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, for your help and staying in touch with me as well.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to hear that it's going well for you. Always like to hear about your successes and please feel free to keep in touch if there's any question for us, even though the program is over. We like to keep in touch with our community. And if you have any questions, just let me know and we'll help you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
You're most
Thank
welcome. Have a
you.
nice rest of your day. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.